We are now going to look at examples in a shape where you are given the perimeter and one side of the shape, and then you have to try and find out the length of the other side of the shape. So in our example, let's pretend there is a rectangle. The instruction says there is a rectangle with perimeter of 24 meters and the length is 8 meters. So I can draw this in a picture. Here's my rectangle. My length, they're telling me, is 8 meters, and the perimeter, so around the border of the shape, is 24 meters. The question wants me to find the breadth. How do I find the breadth of the shape? So we know with perimeter you have to add all around the outside of the shape. This is a length and this is the length. This is the breadth. This is the breadth. I have two lengths and I have two breadths of the shape. So the first thing that I have to do, step 1, is I take my perimeter, which is 24 meters, and I divide it by 2. The reason I'm dividing it by 2 is because a rectangle has two lengths and two breadths. So no matter what the question is, if you're given a rectangle, you're given the perimeter and you're given one side, the first thing you have to do is always divide by 2. So 24 divided by 2, I could do long division if I'm not sure. 2 goes into 2 once. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. Bring down the 4. 2 into 4 goes 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. Nothing to bring down, so my answer is 12. Okay, so step 1, take the perimeter divided by 2 and I get 12. I then have step number 2, which is to take my 12 and I subtract the side that I have. So I have one, I know that the length is 8, I'm trying to find the breadth. So I take my 12, I subtract the 8, 12 minus 8, 2 minus 8 I can't do, so I go next door. 12 minus 8 is 4. So 12 minus 8 is equal to 4. This gives me the answer of my breadth. 4 meters is the breadth that I am missing. So just to make sure that we understand, when you have a rectangle and you have the perimeter, you have one side and you need to find the other side, the first thing that you have to do is divide by 2, because there are two lengths and two breadths. Once you have your answer, you take that answer and you minus the side that you have, which is 8 in this case. So 12 minus 8 equals 4. The missing side that I'm looking for is 4 meters long. Right, if you understand this clearly, we're now going to move on to a square. So we're given a square. Let's just say, for example, in this case, we're given a square and they tell us that the perimeter of the square is 36 centimeters. Let's pretend in this example the square is 36 centimeters, and using that I need to find out the sides of the square. Remember, in a square all sides are equal, so I'm finding out one side because all the sides are the same length. Because a square has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, the first thing I have to do is I have to say 36 divided by 4 sides. So I'm going to do this in long division. 4 goes into 3 0 times 4 is 0. 3 minus 0 is 3. Bring down the 6. 4 into 36. If you're not sure of your 4 times table, you write it on the side. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. 9 times 4 is 36. 36 minus 36 is 0. Nothing to bring down, so my answer is 9. 36 divided by 4, because there are 4 sides of a square, is 9. That means that each side is 9 centimeters. It is different to use the perimeter and one side to find a missing side for a rectangle and for a square. If you understand both of them clearly, then please try this activity on your whiteboard, or not on your whiteboard, in your online journal. Please take notes while you watch the video in your online journal and do this activity in your online journal now. If you don't understand, please watch the video again.